It is a no for me, Dawg. I cannot wait to get the fuck out of here. Look at this disgusting place. It is fucking ruined. It's completely ruined, guys. Yucatan, especially Riviera of Maya. This place fucking sucks. Now, I'm being little dramatic. Maybe you have noticed in the Yucatan episodes, I have become little bit salty, little bit more black-pilled than I felt like in Nicaragua and Costa Rica. Guess fucking why? I was feeling good as a motherfucker in 4 months straight. I was fucking so high on life force. Nothing was fucking with my vibe. And guess what happened? One day in Cancun and all the other days after it. Everything is killing my motherfucking vibe again. It feels like the dirty, massive dirty hands of Satan himself, who's running this shit, has been put on my shoulders and they are weighing me down constantly. My life force is so much less here, which brings me to the first point, and I'm salty for a freaking good ass reason. This is the first reason. I was feeling so fucking good 4 months straight. But guess what? You cannot freaking bank that shit when your environment changes to a shitty ass environment. Although that's always compared to what? I am comparing that to Nicaragua and Costa Rica. And this is way more shitty. And as I said, you cannot bank shit when you get your ass is getting put on the worst environment. It's your body adapts like this. It adapts fast, and you start to feel the effects of that environment. My bag is still there. And that's sad, but I already knew that because the exact same thing happened, but in reverse. When I flew from Finland to Costa Rica, I was go check out those first videos that I did in Costa Rica, and compare those videos to these videos that I have done in Yucatan. My mental, my physical, my emotional, all that shit way down here. And look at it, I'm doing the right things, and I'm being a little dramatic. Like, I'm still feeling way better than I would in Finland. Way better than I would in any place in United States. Any place in Europe. All that. But again, I'm comparing that to where I came from here. Nicaragua and Costa Rica. Always go there instead of here. Maybe for a little holiday you can come here, but should we even have holidays in 2026 when things are so fucked up? And that brings me to the next point. The fucked up things that are happening in the year of 2026. Maybe the freaking Mayans were pretty wise. They dipped out 1,000 years ago already from Yucatan. And their long count, the calendar system, it's ending in 20 years. Maybe they know something. Because the reasons why it probably is ending are completely in front of me all the time here. Go check out yesterday's video. And I have so many other stories. I cannot freaking stand the people here. Like World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab, Bill Gates. You failed with 2020 agenda. You failed with the Rona shit. Too many of these useless eaters survived. I'm being a little dramatic, but I gotta be honest, it is such a change from the based people of Costa Rica and Nicaragua and the local people. I gotta say, the local people in Yucatan, they are awesome. I really like them. They are very welcoming, very friendly. They live in those shack houses. They don't need these big ass hotels that are blocking the beach access everywhere. I'm shaking my back. That's one of the fucking, like, the beaches are fucking nice, yeah, but they're being blocked by these massive ass hotels. Cancun was way worse. Tulum was way worse also. You cannot just walk to the beach through nature like you could everywhere in Costa Rica, everywhere in Nicaragua. No, there's way too many people, and there's way too many people and way less space people. Like the ratio of people that are based compared to NPC smooth brain retards, it's out of the yin yang in Riviera of Maya especially. Yucatan was a little better. Valladolid and Merida was a little better. But it is touristy as fuck. And that has ruined the environment. That has ruined everything here. Because the bright-brained, with bright ideas, the Americans, they came here and fucked this place up. I actually talked to this one guy, Canadian guy in Little Corn Island, very cool guy. And he was backpacking here 20 years ago in Tulum, Playa del Carmen and all that. And he was like, oh man, Tulum was fucking nice 20 years ago. It was this small little fishing village with the paradise beaches, the coconuts, all of that I experienced in Little Corn Island. Then he came back 10 years ago, and this was even before the 5G was installed, which is now 6G here. It has been the fastest fucking internet I have ever experienced in my life, and that should be a big red flag already. Anyway, and then he came back 10 years ago and he said to me, I'm never going back after that. Like, it was completely ruined in 10 years. With the bright ideas of these American gringos and with the freaking work power of these Mexicans, they can ruin even the best nature real fast. Now it's completely ruined with the 6G, the population density. Everybody's on their devices. And that's why I feel so shit here. The non-native EMFs are out of this world here. And they are chronic. That's chronic stress for your body. And you cannot really escape it except coming here, what I'm doing right now. Water acts as a Faraday cage. This is the only way to feel good here. If you come here, just fucking become a fish. Become a fishy fish. Otherwise you're gonna feel like shit. Now you're gonna feel like shit compared to. I'm gonna say this, for my parents, this was fucking nice, because this was way better than Finland. Finland has no natural power this time of the year, and they got the fucking same 5G there. So obviously for my parents, this was fucking awesome. So compared to Finland, compared to United States, compared to EU, this is way better. For example, my dad told me he has had some heartburn every single night, pretty much, since Christmas. First day here, completely gone, even after the hellish travel. And the whole time here, he didn't have any heartburn here. Not once. And guess what? Did he change his diet? Obviously he did. The food quality is way better here. We're gonna get to the food. But did he eat some special diet? No. He was drinking beers every night. He was drinking wine every night. Eating whatever the fuck he wants. But just the power of this and the beaches and the pools. No heartburn. One night in 2 weeks. And my parents were like, damn, we feel good here. And I was like, damn, I feel bad here compared to Nicaragua and Costa Rica. Like, I was trying to Costa Rica and Nicaragua build them all the time. I was like, it was so much better than this. But for them, this was really nice. Because you got the conveniences, you got all the convenience. That's one of the biggest red flags also. Okay, so those are the worst aspects. Those are the aspects why you should not come here. Like, you can come here for a little holiday, like I said, but never live here. I'm just gonna tell you straight. Even if you like fucking parties, you like that kind of lifestyle, and they got fucking all the parties here, all the party people here, all of that fucking nonsense. Even if you like that, well, you probably ain't watching base science. Even if you like that, go to Costa Rica, some American, Manuel Antonio or something like that. Way better than here. Way better than here. And it has been every Merida, Valladolid. Riviera of Maya is the worst, but you got the best beaches, so you can mitigate it a little bit here. You can do what I'm doing right now. But anyway, let's get to some good things. The Mayan ruins, they are fucking awesome. Here's my rankings for the Mayan ruins that I was able to see during the 2 weeks. Absolute worst ruin is Tulum. It's completely ruined. Don't go to Tulum ruins. Way too expensive. Way too many people. Maybe if you go early in the morning it can be nice, but still you cannot go to the ruins. It is beautiful site though. That's probably the site that I would want to live if I would be Mayan. But it's just so fucking ruined. Don't go to the Tulum. Then probably next worst is the Coba. That was also, I mean, it was cool side, but climbing up to the high pyramid with all the other people, that was also very touristy. Just when the touristy energy is just so inauthentic. Is that the right word? Not authentic at all. It makes you feel disgusting. That's why I love Nicaragua and Costa Rica, but because when they say my friend, or when they say pura vida for most part, it fucking feels authentic. It means like they mean it, and that feels good. That's the best feeling. But here it feels fake as fuck. That's why I don't like the touristy shit at all. The energy is way off. They just want your dollar bills, that's all. So Copa is probably the next, but it was cool side. I would go there if I got the dollar bills and you want to see the Mayan sites and you close by it. After that is probably some of the smaller sites we saw. We saw probably 4 smaller sites. They are nice because you can be by yourself mostly, but they are smaller, so they are not as grandiose as some of the other sites. Then probably it is Ekbalam, which was really cool site. I would highly recommend Ekbalam. And after Ekbalam, the top 2 is Uxmal and Chichen Itza. I would say Chichen Itza is probably my favorite site over here. It is touristy as fuck, which is not good, but it is also the coolest side there is. It is big side, and if you go early, you can kind of spend your time by yourself, by your little group, and it is amazing side. I gotta say, it is very amazing, very relaxed. Uxmal is also very good, but it is a smaller side, but it probably had the coolest buildings, I would say. Go check those videos out. Now, you can just check those sites out in my videos, and you don't have to spend any time here. Go to Nicaragua. I'm checking my bag. Sorry. Don't take my bag. I got all my cash in it. All my dollar bills. So anyway, that's the site rankings. And also, if you really would wanna fucking build your life in Yucatan, those Mayan sites are the best places to be. I would probably live in the Uxmal side. Just stay there in one of the temples, build your freaking camp there, sneak into there at night, and just live out there. They didn't even have radio stations, like the radio frequencies there. They didn't have any towers there. The non-native EMFs way better there. So just if you build your life here, just stay in the Mayan sites or some fucking cenote. And that brings me to the next point. The cenotes, they are fucking cool as well. If you cannot do the beach, like this is the best way to mitigate the bullshit that's incorporated here at Yucatan. Either do this, be in the Caribbean Ocean, be in the Gulf of Mexico Ocean, or being in the cenotes whole fucking day. That's how you do it. And then in the sunshine a little bit. Now the sunshine is twice less powerful, half, that's the way you say it, half what it was in Nicaragua and Costa Rica, the UV, the power of the sun. So that's also why I've been feeling shittier here. Like the power of nature is not, it's half what it was in Nicaragua and Costa Rica. It's actually been, we have been here at the January, it's actually been pretty cold in few days because the whole winter blizzard freaking Harpa made storm that was in United States, Texas and all those places. It came down here and it made Yucatan even a little cold, and some of the local people said this is the coldest it has been in 30 years or some shit. I don't know if I believe that, but it was a little chilly here. So, but the other days, like today it's overcast, which sucks, but most days it has been really sunny. UV is like 4 to 6, when it was 8 to 12 in Costa Rica and Nicaragua. So yeah, the power of nature, half what it was in Nicaragua and Costa Rica, and the non-native EMFs are probably like hundreds of times stronger here than they were, especially in Nicaragua. Nicaragua was probably the best non-native EMF place for my ass that I have been in probably over a decade. Because Finland is really bad too. I would kind of compare how I feel here is how I felt in the big city in the summer in Finland, which is, I mean, it's okay, but after experiencing what I can feel in Nicaragua and Costa Rica, it's shit compared to that. I want to feel like that all the time. Like that was what I've been looking for over a decade. My energy, my athleticism, my mood, my freaking mental mind, all of that shit was fucking going like this. And then snap, my body adapts to this shitty ass environment and it all starts to go down again. Like I haven't felt one single time here to do some athletic shit. Not once. I haven't felt once that I want to do some extra activities, some extra movement. In Nicaragua and Costa Rica, I felt that way almost every day. Because I just had so much more energy there. And my body felt so much better there. Now it still feels pretty good. Like it feels way better than it felt, for example, last winter in Finland, or even last summer in Finland. It feels better. But compared to, oh, there's a fish. There's a fishy fish. That brings me to the next point. The food, the fucking DHA, the seafood, except one time. But the food has been the best food I have probably had, maybe ever, honestly. The food is fucking amazing. And that's kind of interesting because we got all these diet warriors. Food is everything. You gonna optimize your diet to fucking feel the best. All of the fucking food gurus. And again, I have been eating much higher quality of food here than I did, more consistently here than I did in Nicaragua, especially in Nicaragua, because I was really testing what I can eat and get away with in Nicaragua. So I was eating really trashy just for base science basically, and I was feeling fucking good. But here I've been having the best seafood of my life, also some of the best meat of my life. My parents actually said multiple times in different restaurants that the meat tastes like the meat used to taste like when they were children in Finland. And they were like, oh my god, this meat is so good. This is exactly like the meat used to taste like when we were children. Like the meat has been completely ruined in Finland. Like the food quality in Finland fucking sucks, like it sucks in most places. For me, the meat quality has been the same here that it was in Costa Rica and Nicaragua, which is fucking awesome. Really fucking good. The seafood has been really fucking good, except one time it poisoned me. I had a small food poisoning in Tulum. Also my mother got it from the seafood restaurant. But luckily it was very fast. It was only one morning. I was shitting myself for a couple of times and I puked once. And then we just went to the beach and I laid in the beach in the sun for a few hours and I was fine. I could eat again. So it was very quick, very easy food poisoning. Way better than the food poisoning I had last year in Finland from that meat stock. That was way worse. Way worse. But overall, it has been the best food experience. Maybe in my life even. I gotta be honest, the food is really good. It is also pretty, like, not that expensive. It's cheaper to eat out here than it was to eat out in Costa Rica. Now it is not Nicaragua prices, but it is way cheaper than in Finland, in United States, in Europe, in Costa Rica, like I said. So that's good, and the quality is really good. So the prices for the food, they're pretty reasonable here. Now the prices for accommodations, I didn't pay any of that. We were staying some fancy ass hotels that were kinda cool in some aspects, but they also suck. Like I would never stay long there, and I would never book those by myself, like you have seen. That's why I haven't done any of the reviews of the places, because I don't want any of you guys staying at these places. Like maybe the location is good and all that, but they're just, the one place in Tulum was really nice, but mostly they are like all the places that I showed in Costa Rica and Nicaragua videos. I would much rather stay at those kind of places. Way better, way cheaper. But I looked at the Airbnbs in Yucatan, and even those, like this similar kind of places that I've been staying, they are a little bit more expensive here. Like the accommodation prices are more expensive here. Just another reason to not come here ever. Just look at these videos. Check the Mayan sites from the videos. Like I will say, they were really cool to see real life. Like they were really cool to see real life. But you don't have to do it. You can just look at my videos. That's pretty much it. The Mexican people, very nice, very short, very sturdy people, but super welcoming, super nice people. Really like the Mexican people. The American tourists suck ass. The Americanized Mexican people also suck ass. Obviously. They do all the wrong things. They are so obnoxious. Just disgusting, really. They are everywhere here. The non-native EMFs are some of the worst I have ever experienced. It is 6G in Riviera of Maya. Makes you feel completely shit. Even with the somewhat decent nature here. So yeah, Yucatan, it's a no for me, Dawg. Skip it. Go for some other place. It's been ruined by man, just like many other places. That's it, that's that. Subscribe to Mr. Base Science. And guess where we are going next? I ain't going fucking back in Finland with my parents. No fucking way, bitch. I'm so excited to get the fuck out of here and into my next destination. Because my next destination, it has some potential. it has some potential. Any guesses where I'm going? But I'm leaving tomorrow. Woo! I'm ready to feel good again. I'm ready to fucking turn my body around again. And I think we might be able to do that. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Anyway, subscribe.